What if one of the biggest health threats in the modern world isn't a virus or a rare disease, but something that develops slowly in everyday life? Today, obesity has become one of the most common health conditions affecting millions of people across the globe. Once considered mainly a problem in wealthy nations, it is now spreading rapidly in both developed and developing countries. In the United States especially, obesity has become a major public health concern because of its strong connection to chronic disease. Understanding what obesity is, why it happens, and how it affects the body is the first step toward preventing and controlling it. Obesity is a chronic medical condition characterized by an excessive accumulation of body fat that can negatively affect health. It is not simply about appearance or body weight, but rather about how excess fat disrupts the normal functioning of the body. The most widely used tool for evaluating obesity is the body mass index, commonly known as BMI. This measurement is calculated by dividing a person's weight in kilograms by the square of their height in meters. In general, a BMI between 18.5 and 24.9 is considered healthy. A BMI between 25 and 29.9 is classified as overweight, and a BMI of 30 or higher is defined as obesity. Although BMI does not directly measure body fat, it provides a practical and reliable indicator used by healthcare professionals around the world to estimate weight-related health risks. Globally, obesity has grown at an alarming rate over the past few decades. According to data from the World Health Organization, more than 1 billion people worldwide are currently living with obesity. Among adults, approximately 16% of the global population is considered obese, while more than 40% are overweight. These numbers represent a dramatic increase compared with previous generations. In 1990, the global adult obesity rate was estimated to be around 7%. In just a few decades, that figure has more than doubled. The rise is particularly noticeable in regions such as North America, parts of the Middle East, and several countries in the Pacific Islands, where obesity rates can exceed 30 to 40% of the adult population. This rapid growth has turned obesity into one of the most significant health challenges of the modern era. Childhood obesity is another growing concern. Over the last 30 years, the number of children and adolescents with excess body weight has increased dramatically. Today, hundreds of millions of young people worldwide are classified as either overweight or obese. This trend is especially troubling because obesity that begins in childhood often continues into adulthood. Children who are obese are significantly more likely to develop obesity later in life, along with many related health problems. Several lifestyle changes have contributed to this trend, including increased consumption of highly processed foods, greater availability of sugary drinks, reduced physical activity, and the growing amount of time children spend using smartphones, computers, and other digital devices instead of engaging in physical play. The causes of obesity are complex and involve a combination of biological, behavioral, and environmental factors. At the most basic level, obesity develops when a person consistently consumes more calories than the body burns. The excess energy is stored as fat, gradually leading to weight gain over time. However, calorie balance alone does not explain everything. Diet plays a major role, particularly the widespread availability of energy-dense foods high in sugar, refined carbohydrates, and unhealthy fats. Fast food, processed snacks, and sugary beverages are now common parts of many people's diets, making it easy to consume large amounts of calories without feeling full. Physical inactivity is another major contributor. Modern lifestyles often involve long hours of sitting, whether at work, in a car, or at home in front of a television or computer. Compared with previous generations, many people burn far fewer calories through daily activities. When energy intake remains high while physical activity decreases, the body gradually stores more fat. This imbalance between calorie consumption and energy expenditure is one of the key drivers behind rising obesity rates around the world. Genetics can also influence a person's susceptibility to obesity. Some individuals inherit genes that affect how their bodies regulate appetite, metabolism, and fat storage. For example, variations in the FTO gene have been associated with increased hunger and a higher tendency to gain weight. People with certain genetic traits may feel hungry more often or have a slower metabolic rate, making it easier to gain weight compared with others who have similar lifestyles. However, genetics alone rarely determines whether someone will become obese. Environmental factors and daily habits still play a crucial role in determining long-term weight. Hormones are another important factor involved in weight regulation. The human body uses several hormones to control hunger and energy balance. One key hormone is leptin, which signals the brain when the body has consumed enough food and should stop eating. Another hormone, ghrelin, stimulates appetite and encourages food intake. When these hormonal signals become disrupted, the body may struggle to regulate hunger properly. As a result, individuals may feel hungry even when they have already consumed sufficient calories, which can lead to overeating and gradual weight gain. Stress and sleep patterns also play a significant role in obesity. Chronic stress triggers the release of the hormone cortisol, which is associated with increased fat storage, particularly around the abdomen. At the same time, insufficient sleep can disrupt hormones that regulate appetite, increasing cravings for high-calorie foods. Many modern lifestyles involve high stress levels and irregular sleep schedules, both of which can contribute to long-term weight gain. The health consequences of obesity can be severe and affect nearly every organ system in the body. Excess body fat places additional strain on the cardiovascular system and can significantly increase the risk of serious medical conditions. Among the most common obesity-related diseases are type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and coronary artery disease. These conditions are major contributors to heart attacks and strokes, which remain leading causes of death worldwide. Obesity also increases the likelihood of developing non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, a condition in which excess fat accumulates in the liver and can eventually lead to liver damage. In addition, obesity is associated with breathing disorders such as sleep apnea, where breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. This condition not only disrupts sleep quality, but can also increase the risk of cardiovascular problems. Excess weight also places pressure on joints, particularly the knees and hips, which can lead to chronic pain and degenerative conditions such as osteoarthritis. Furthermore, research has linked obesity with a higher risk of several cancers, including breast cancer and colon cancer, highlighting how deeply excess body fat can affect overall health. The encouraging reality is that obesity can be improved and managed with appropriate lifestyle changes and medical support. Even modest weight loss can produce significant health benefits. Studies show that losing just 5 to 10% of body weight can reduce blood pressure, improve blood sugar control, and lower cholesterol levels. The most effective approach typically involves a combination of balanced nutrition, regular physical activity, and consistent lifestyle habits. Healthy eating patterns play a central role in weight management. Diets that emphasize whole foods such as vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and whole grains can help reduce calorie intake while providing essential nutrients. Limiting processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive portion sizes is equally important. At the same time, regular physical activity helps the body burn calories and maintain metabolic health. Health experts generally recommend at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week, which may include activities such as brisk walking, cycling, swimming, or strength training. In some cases, medical treatment may also be necessary. Certain medications, such as semaglutide, can help reduce appetite and support weight loss under medical supervision. For individuals with severe obesity who have not responded to other treatments, surgical procedures like bariatric surgery may be considered. These operations reduce the size of the stomach or alter the digestive process, leading to significant and sustained weight loss in many patients. Ultimately, preventing obesity remains the most effective strategy for protecting long-term health. Small daily habits, choosing nutritious foods, staying physically active, sleeping well, and managing stress can make a substantial difference over time. When these habits become part of everyday life, they help maintain a healthy weight and reduce the risk of many chronic diseases associated with obesity. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing to the channel and sharing it with someone who might benefit from this information. Staying informed about health is one of the most powerful steps we can take toward living longer and healthier lives.